Alright, so you asked, Dale. Here you go, brother. This is actually the first time-lapse video I've ever done. I've just never messed with them. I don't know why, and it actually turned out excellent. Now on the GoPro, it's actually called a time warp, and what it does is it synchronizes cuts out of the scene as you're running and recording for make a smooth transition of a video. I actually made 2 of these today. Now the only downfall to a time lapse or time warp, of course you can't get your audio, now unless it was something I was missing, but it makes sense because if it's just taking bits of a scene and combining it together, the audio would be very distorted. But I was rolling. We in a flat bottom, we had a wet area to cross, we got to it. I've just been mowing just like a typewriter today. It almost kind of gets boring sometimes because, I'm used to things being a little bit more difficult for us to cut, whether in steep hills or what. It kind of like you get repetitive in a sense. But as y'all watch this thing go, you'll see the amount of underbrush. There's no secret on the company that we work for, and there's no secret that they've got the patent on how to grow underbrush and vines. If Weyerhaeuser can't grow anything else, they can grow some underbrush and vines, okay? So we got the patent. I feel like sometimes I'm in a rainforest here in the state of Mississippi, okay? Especially when everything comes out full of leaf. Oh, it's horrendous. But I try to do things different, and you brought this to my attention. And the reason I saw this on the tree is I don't know why. It's kind of like, running a toy car around the disc. There's some videos that take off. And if you're creating, you want all your videos. You put time and effort into videos. And you want, when you've got 420,500 followers, every video I post should be 10K plus. And it's very discouraging when you put a video up in 24 hours you only have 600-800 views. And that happens. It happens with anybody, any creator. But when I put the saw disc up on a tree and started, you can hear the motor, the raw sounds, so on and so forth, and you kind of hear it cut into the tree. I don't know, it brings views. And I'll inject and do 1 or 2 of those maybe a week sometimes. But a lot of people are on TikTok for joy and fun. A lot of people just like watching videos. But when you kind of get to the point that I am, and anybody else is a large creator on TikTok, you really need your views. But I hope this one gets views. Thanks, brother.